Hi everyone, and welcome back to what is very most likely the final part of this series. Some tips. Right, and I think what we'll do, obviously we're going to do the critters in this episode. What we'll do is let's do the demolier. So I'll spawn in the last bits of that. We will turn this on. I can also build that ice temperature plate. That'll work. Oh. Okay, right, so this is what it looks like on impact. Here we go. We'll just shoot these up. Today's impact day, indeed. Let's see what this does. So, we'll put this on. I'll put it on triple speed rather than 10 times speed, so it looks more natural. 50. Is that enough? Have they just sent enough? 40. Okay. Need to send more. If I put I'll put the auto sweep back in. So we don't have to have Gizmo do it. Is it going to send enough or is it going to send more? Don't know. I think it's going to send more. Hi, Sichlein. How is DLC? Well, we're finding out. That is the point. This is pretty interesting. Okay, right. I think it's just sent the right amount. I don't think it's sent more. Oh no, it is sent more. Okay. Right, let's see. 40, 30. Okay. 10. There's a lot coming. That should be the last one. Imperative achieved. Blast line of defense. Okay, so also, if you let it hit, you don't get this achievement. So, that kind of sucks. Right, spoilers alert, but I mean, we're testing, so if you don't want spoilers, close your eyes now. Close your eyes and ears. Just watch this. We've blasted Demolier into oblivion. My colony is safe for now. Among the impactor's remains, I didn't really impact anything, but okay. I've identified several useful resources as well as a small familiar object. How did such a thing find its way into an uninhabited asteroid? I've always hoped that other worlds existed. Perhaps they do, and we are more alike than I ever imagined. There is so much we have yet to discover. There we are. Okay, let's proceed. We have the blast line of defense initiative. Obviously, I get on Steam because I cheated, which is fair enough. We'll have a quick look. Okay, they didn't add any more achievements, so this is the only achievement in this DLC. Also a bit annoying because I think now you can't do an all achievement run on the same map, right? Because the where is it? The Frosty Planet Pack has, oh, okay, so the Frosty Planet Pack achievement doesn't even show up in this list, right? The, what's it called? The Unblock the Geothermal Zone, Full Steam Ahead. That achievement isn't here, because it's not here, because it's not spawned. So you still can do an all achievement run, but it's not, kind of is and kind of isn't all achievements, I don't know. Depends how you want to count it. There's another achievement for the new lava. Oh, is there? Okay, I'll have to have a look at that. Thank you for the info. Okay, cool. So that gives us that achievement. Right, and then we have liquid intracosmic. Okay, demolier debris. So this is a solid field with granite, mafic rock, gold, and iridium. Those are quite useful. This one has isosap, as in isoresin, isosap. Oh god, that is a lot. What I'm also going to do quickly is stick a, we need a telescope up here because we don't have anything. We can also just feed this from here. Use instant build now. Okay, feed that up there. Okay, we'll stick 10 times speed back on. Rename some things. Oh no, we got a meteor shower. Was that meteor shower to do with the debris? Okay, probably. I'll just rebuild that. Ooh. Okay, well that is very powerful. We just get rid of that. We don't need that for now. We have someone that can use this, right? Okay, Hassan. We have to allow people through this door again. Okay. There we go. Iridium meteors. Is that just from the shower? I guess that's just for the one-off, right? Okay, we'll just get this put up. Yeah, okay. So 18% ISO sap. That's a lot, right? This is a lot of stuff. Because this uses 35. Because that's 18% of 33 tons is like 6-ish tons of isosap. That's way more than a tree will put out. Yeah, you also have this in orbit, so that's pretty cheap to get to. And you got this one, which is molten iridium, molten magma, molten liquid oxygen. Sorry, the molten liquid oxygen, liquid hydrogen. And it regenerates, yeah. I don't know what the regeneration rate is, but faster than you can feed. That seems pretty good, because I mean, iso resin is such a pain to get. Well, iso sap as it is now. Such a pain to get otherwise. What is iridium? Because I know this is part of the discussion as well. So, iridium, this is molten iridium, which does nothing particular, right? It has a solid form iridium, which can be fed to slugs. So it's a metal. It's a refined metal. Yes, it does fried salad, yes. 3 tons per cycle, that's huge. Jeez, okay. Yeah, so if you want to shoot it down close to you so you can mine it, you don't want to shoot it down over here, even if you can. Okay, yeah, what does the iridium do? I'm rather confused. It's just a refined metal? Is anything particular about it? Conductivity 170. Let's have a look. So we can build... Let's see, so... Overheat temperature 500. Okay. So that's the same as niobium, right? That's the same as niobium. And decor slightly worse. So 170 is the TC on that. There's niobium. Niobium has a TC of 54. That's pretty bad. I think aluminium was 190 if I remember correctly, and 220 was thermium. If I remember these numbers off the top of my head right. I do not. Okay, 205 for aluminium. Thermium 220. I think I swear that's right. 220. So 220, 205, and this is less, but it's still pretty good. Thank you for the follow, Max. It's good. Okay. So it's kind of good. Not amazing. It does have the overheat bonus. That's quite good. I suppose that's a way quicker way to get like quicker than you can get niobium. So best radiation shield. Yeah. Can you build machines out of it that would otherwise take metal ores though? This is another question. Oh, it looks like you can. So it steps in as a metal ore as well, right? It's a metal ore. That's really good. You guys, if you've been watching my series for any length of time, you guys know I just need more metal ore. So that works as that. But this is... But if you want to get it, we're going to have to either mine it from here or mine it from here. So it's a good source. But yeah, okay. Alright, I think that's it, right? I think that's it for the blowing up scenario. So we should probably just let it hit and see what happens as well. I think. There you go. Okay, let's reload our pre-crash and just roll that. I think. Or should I just roll? I should load the normal one. Let's load the normal one. Just so getting them right. Okay. Yeah, and we'll just let it hit. And we'll see what happens. Then we just get a load of volcanoes. So yeah, it definitely seems like destroying it is the better play. To be honest. Where's what I've seen there? Let's crack on here. Okay. I mean, it already did, didn't it? I got this. Yeah, I got this save here. That'd be fine. We can always blow it up again if we need to. I mean, we've kind of seen it, you know, Storm Chasers. I'm not going to come back to this. It's fine. Okay. All right. We'll let this hit. And in the meantime, let's have a look at the critters. So, critters in this biome, we have the mimickers are kind of plants, really, more than critters. I don't know. So the only actual critter in here is the lum, right? So the lum is it eats a lot of jute food. So either the figs, the bristleberry, or the bog jelly. Bog jelly requires oxygen, so not a good shout. Bristleberry requires water, so could be. You could turn water into peat. The overgrow fig seems like a sensible way. But the problem is, so this thing eats half of this plant per cycle, right? You'd have to supply... yeah, I'll have to do the numbers on this. I won't do them live on stream. So this is like 45 kilograms per cycle of water, and then the bristleberry is also going to take some amount of water per cycle. So one of these has got to be better or they're the same. I don't know which one is which yet. So I feel like one of these has got to be objectively better, or they're equal, in which case there's no difference. The bog jelly is worse, so don't do that. Okay, and then so they make peat, which is quite useful. So obviously we can use the peat for the popcorn, the sweet corn. Sweet corn and popcorn, you have to use both, veggie poppers. And also for power, which is quite useful. So these things make... how much power is this put out? 480, and each one is going to do a third of that. So that's 160. So one of these lums can make 160 watts worth of peak power by itself, which isn't too bad if you can supply it. Not great, but the overgrow it does space save scruffy, but I'm already assuming maximum efficiency, which is 12 tiles either side. So that's 2,600. So one overgrow could feed 2 lums. So there's still max efficiency. Other than that, they also make the tough meat, which turns into tender brisket. Again, we can use wood for that if we want. And you get 2 of these out of a dead thing. So you get 12 kilos here, 6 kilos there. So that's 32,000 kilocalories out of this thing, which is pretty good. What is the incubation time? What is the reproduction rate on these things? That is a question. What is the ranch space? So, these things, 16 cells, so 96 over 16 is 6, right? So you can have 6 in a ranch, so the big ones. If you have something like this, there's going to be a lot of space. We'll do something like this. About the same for a bump. Yeah, but they eat the actual fruit. So it needs to be harvested, right? Bristleberry. So effectively then, I think... Let me do a quick... I probably need to run the numbers on the bristleberry because that's going to tell me the answer here. So 1,300 kilos per cycle. That's... this does 6... where's the flipping plant? Okay. So, was it... So, oh, we got 1,300? 1,300. So I do 1,300 divided by the 267. That gives me 4.86. I think that's 4 and... 7 by the looks of it. I don't know. Or it might be 5, 6. Okay. Almost 5 of these times 20 is 97 kilos. So you need 97 kilos per cycle of water if you're using bristle blossoms. And you need 45 if you're doing figs. So... yeah. Well, so if you have something like this is my rough idea. You could put 2 lums in here. We can get rid of these doors. I don't think we need these doors. We can actually... okay, we can build this, but not somewhere so hot. Can I just slap this down? Is that like... Aha, look at that. Wow. So, so efficient. Get that out. Ooh. So it looks something like this. If we do this real simple, we put an overgrow. We should let's put a hydroponic in here because it's a one of those. Like that. I will cheat in a liquid pump just to get this powered because I can't be bothered. Okay. Okay, and then we grab let's grab a different lum because that one's there. Grab this one. There you are, Mr. Lum. You coming here? I just think something like this. I mean, this seems pretty straightforward. Don't know what else to say. We're missing a lot of skills for this stuff, which is not ideal. Also, have I got the cheating thing on? I can't remember. Yeah, I do. Okay. I can just give them whatever skills we want. This is pretty good. We're in full on cheat mode now, guys. This is we're doing whatever we want because we're already there. Yeah, sure. Just have some stuff. Cool. How do you move stuff? If you use Alt Q with debug mode on, it will move anything you want. Okay. They make more peat when they eat bog jelly. Oh, really? I didn't see that. Oh yes, right you are. A little bit more. But yeah, then you've got to use polluted water, which sucks. What do we farm lums for? We farm them for peat. And we farm them for food because they make they make tough meat. And they also make peat. Peat's quite useful. Because you can use the peat for the veggie poppers. And you can also use it for power. Yeah, what I want to see is how quickly these things reproduce. So we need to... Alright. Yeah, I mean, I think a ranch design like this is pretty simple. The only problem with this is a little bit inefficient. Because if we want to get all the eggs out with auto sweepers, that's not efficient. We have to... Razor, thank you for 37 months, Razor guy. Appreciate you very much. More than 3 years. Welcome in. Hopefully you're all good. All good. Good to see you back. Yeah, so yeah, we're cheating with power and stuff. Yeah, the disadvantage to this type of ranch design, I suppose, is that we have to have a lot of auto sweepers. If we did a more vertical design, we might be able to get away with some more stuff. So this is not maybe this is a reason why you want to change the design. 2 lums would use 90 kilos. Yeah, so this is balanced, right? I've got to put 2 on here. 2 is the right number. This is a 2 lum ranch. Third of a peat generator will be 40. Ah, okay. Oh, because the peat generator, I haven't done the numbers on that. So the peat generator makes, yeah, it does make polluted water, doesn't it? Peat burner, sorry, peat burner. But that's 5 to 1. So if you feed this 300 kilos a cycle. Sorry, I'm stuck in my throat. If this makes 300, you divide it by 5, you get 60 kilos per cycle of water. This thing pops out. Yeah, I mean 60. You're gonna get 1/2 of these. You're not gonna get anywhere near enough. The current impact is here. So I'll tell you what we do need to do. We need to get George out, although I'm not sure we actually have enough time for this now. Poor George, quick, everyone, do us save George. Knock knock. You could use 1 or 2 with verticals. Yeah, well, I mean, what we can also do is put the doors in, maybe. I don't know. But we gotta get George out before he gets hit by the meteor. We forgot about George. Okay, right, we've got the lights on. That's going to take 5 cycles. Oh no, George is dead, guys. George is going to get splattered by the meteor. I didn't do it quickly enough. Oh well. We've sacrificed George. Unless I can... Aha! Problem solved. So we've got to move a bit further. George is safe. I'll use debug for that. There you go. Okay. We've saved George with the power cheating. Oh yeah, also the impact area goes straight into our ranch here, so that's maybe not the best idea. Anyway, well, yeah, I think what we probably want to do is make the ranch more vertical so that the auto sweepers are more efficient. But then the problem is the lums can't harvest this stuff. Are the overgrowths harvestable without lums, right? You can still harvest them. Yeah, they can be manually harvested. Okay, so that's fine. So we don't need them to stomp them. They just can do for convenience. I think it just gets destroyed. I don't know. We'll find out. I mean, we've got a lot of stuff in here, so we'll find out what happens. Yeah, I mean, George is facing the wrong way. There's no way to turn around with debug mode. But okay. Yeah, annoyingly, I put this ranch in the impact area, which is not too clever. I want to see what the reproduction rate on these is, because that's going to tell us how much food we're going to get out of this thing. So we get 32,000 kilocalories when it dies. The question is how often does this lay an egg? Because that's the only thing that matters for how much food we get out. Okay, reproduction is He's starving? Oh. Yeah, that is the other thing. I didn't put in a... Oh, great. Okay, that's in the wrong place. So, I can just put it here. Anyway. Okay, can't we? And then we just put in... overgrowth fig. Stick some figs in here. There you go. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Okay. Right, reproduction is 8%. 8.8% per cycle. So if I do... That's 11.36 repeating cycles. If I do 36,000 over 11.36... that's 3,000... That's almost 3,200 kilocalories per cycle. So the answer is this guy's as good as a hatch. Or a slickster. Slightly worse. Like a couple of kilocalories less, but basically the same as a slickster. So... Put in a greenhouse. Yeah, I think so. I think so. She's like, I don't think this is a good... So I was thinking that you need the lum to stomp the overgrow, but I don't think you do. So yeah, I think you just have... So in that case, we just have a lum ranch, which is basically just a hatch ranch. So you just do a normal hatch ranch where you have... you just do the door, right? So you do the... Right, that's a mess. So I think if you want a lum ranch, you just do the normal thing, right? Where you do critter station, drop off, feeding, and then you put a door with the tile on, and then we put an auto sweeper here, and then we just... This is a hatch ranch, but you just do it as a lum ranch. Sticks them in here, right? And then you just whatever the hell it is down here, like that. What? Something like that. Sorry, that was meant to be a mop command. Yeah, something like this. It's 96 tiles. 97 does? There you go. Yeah, you just do the hatch ranch, and then you just stick lums in here, I think. And then you just feed them the overgrow, and you put the overgrow... Do the overgrow however you want. Probably vertical or something. Makes more sense. Fully automated farms. Yeah, that's true. I mean... You could do either of these. I mean, either of these is viable, but... There you go. Pet plant one of them in the ranch. Yeah, the problem is if you have... If this was wild, this would only feed half a lum. You need 2 of them for 1 lum. Yeah. So, yeah. Okay. Either of these approaches, I think, so you either separate it and do a hatch ranch style, or you keep it in and do something like this, or change it up. Yeah. Okay, so those are the ideas for the lum. I think that's the only critter in this biome, right? So that's fine. Alright, so we got dartles and rexes. So the dartles... Let's have a look. Dartles minus 40 to 20, minus 100 to 100. So that can be relatively good. They eat the dewdrops, but the dewdrops need cold, right? So we've got to keep... This could be relatively cold. And then all they do is drop 800 kilos of meat. Is this cold? Sandbox, give me my sandbox. Okay, oh, okay, and these guys can go on walls, so... okay, that'll work. We'll just do the old drip there. Shouldn't off gas. Should be fine. Okay, I'll keep the dartle in there. Lums to harvest sleekweed. Yeah, could do. Something's overheating. Melting. Oh, that's over here. Okay, this is meant to be cold, but yeah, that's we may need to put some ice in. Oh, I should have a temporary gun as well. It's probably the easy way. Get the heat gun. Heat gun. -5. Heat gun. Go heat gun. Very powerful heat gun. More powerful. Cold. Cold. Okay. Yeah. So we got the dartle in here. I do want to... Again, we'll just tame it just to check the numbers. But 800 kilos of meat is not a lot. I guess these are just Rex food. I mean, realistically, that seems to be the idea. Otherwise, they're a source of meat, but they're not a very good source of meat. I mean, 800 kills is not a lot, unless they reproduce really quickly. Okay. Right. Then on to the Rexes then. So if these just eat the... they eat loads of stuff, but I assume dartles is one of what they're intended. I mean, you could pip them, was it half? Well, they eat much less of a shovel. So, I mean, you could feed them a shovel. There's also, I know there's a thing where these guys only eat domestic critters or ones that are very old, wild ones. So, they eat slightly less on the Slickster front and the Draco front. And they eat 1 dartle per cycle. That's quite a lot. It seems to be half to a quarter of everything else. Yeah. More Brinitis, they eat live critters. Yes, I see. I see the mammoth as well is very low. There's, so it looks like shovevoles and mammoths are pretty good to feed them, to be honest. These make the feather fibre, which is quite nice. I really need to run numbers on all this stuff, so... yeah. You'll get into Sauribites, we'll work it out. These can go into Insulite. Oh, so these, yeah, sorry, these don't go into reed fibre, they're just a replacement for reed fibre, so... they make 4 units every... I have no idea how much. Does the scale growth is just whatever? They just need to eat? Rexes are one-shot critters. They get 1 full feed. Yes, we got the impact as well, so we're going to watch that. Watch that come in. 1.3. Okay, so the end of cycle 100, not on start of cycle 100. Yeah, so... what on earth would a ranch of this look like? That is a very good question. I'm just going to... what I'll do... I'll just put a grooming station in here and see if we can get this thing groomed, because I want some numbers. Okay, turn of the century. A nice celebration. Drop excess eggs into it. This guy is probably hungry. It says satisfied, looking for food. Permit recruitment process. Oh, we could have saved George. Okay. We saved him this way. Interestingly, his power was still on, even though it wasn't connected, so... the asteroid is here. Yeah, let's see if we can tame this thing, and then we can have a look at some more numbers. And then we've just got to have a look at the Jorbo, right? And the Knit. Just look at those two. Freakers? I don't know what any of that is, Storm Chaser. I like the Rexes, they look really cool. I just worry that they're a pain to use, practically, so we'll find out. I have to do a bit more testing on these things, I think. See what the community finds. Yeah, interestingly, I mean, you can already see holes in the impact area, so that's kind of like... it's showing you where there's some holes. Okay, let's put this down to... go single speed, I suppose. Okay, single speed, right. Here comes the apocalypse. See what it does. I really want to know about iridium and isoresin. Because I feel like if we lose access to the isoresin and the iridium, that's going to really suck. I don't think you do get them. Okay. Here it comes. It looks smaller now. Pretty blowy uppy. Gonna hit my ranch. More ranch. Yeah, okay. That's quite a lot of magma as well. So, yeah. Okay, oh, we're still zooming. We're still zooming. I have no camera control. Okay. Okay, can I have the camera back, please? Okay. It's still zooming. It's still zooming. It's really still zooming. I can't move the camera. I can't do anything. Is this intentional? I have to unpause. Aha, I have control. Okay. Yeah, I mean, rather a lot of melty stuff, so I'm gonna be honest. If your base is anywhere near this thing, you're gonna have a bad time, really, aren't you? Oh, I think my ladder's gone. The dramatic zoom. It is hot, yes. So I tell you, let's use some quick debug magic to sort that out, because we don't want to melt my entire base for now. But yeah, if that really hit you, you be in for a bit of trouble, I think. Heat guns coming to our rescue there. Chill out. Okay, look at all the guys that are around the map. They all go off. Then everything erupts at the same time. Oh yeah, it shows you where they are as well. They're all going off. Yes, okay. Scalding? Oh no, why are you scalding? Oh, okay. Oh, right, so it undigs all of the buried geysers as well. Oof. Ooh, that is nasty. Okay, this is not safe. Ooh, Okay, I think the trickier thing might not be to kill the asteroid, but the more tricky thing might be to survive the asteroid hitting. I mean, it's well and good shooting it down, but I think it might be harder to actually survive it. Yeah, these need to be bricked up. There you go. Yeah, so that's pretty nasty. Yeah, I will agree on that. Yeah, it's dug up all the geysers and set them off. So there you go. Okay. Right. Okay. And then what we've actually got left? So we've got an iron volcano, a normal volcano, a hydrogen vent, and a normal volcano. A load of neutronium as well, which is kind of annoying because obviously you can't dig through that. So yeah. So as I did know, this stuff is basically unusable for space. You can't put a rocket platform here. Although you could put it. How much? Okay. There's loads of space above it, so actually, rocket platform not even an issue. You can just easily stick rocket platforms above it. That's fine. Just keep an eye on the temps, because let's say I don't want my base to die here. We luckily have the power of cheating to help us out. But yeah, if that hit your base, you've been for a bad time. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Storm Chaser. There should be an iridium volcano, because it feels like this is quite big. I mean, there's a lot of iridium here. Obviously, you can dig this up, but then you're kind of done, aren't you? And you've got nothing in the sky, obviously, like the last one. So, yeah, a lot of glass here. So I mean, it kind of gives you a big boost. Also, basically destroys your colony. I don't know if this is just my map where I have an offset pod location, but I mean, with the base here, if I'd let this hit normally and I didn't have sandbox, this base would be dead. Like this, I don't think this would survive. Everything here would have been melted. In fact, I think George is gone. George's mailbox is the only thing that remains. George is gone. Yeah, this base would be dead if I hadn't protected it. So, yes, definitely, it looks like the better thing is to kill it in the sky for sure. Yeah, maybe Storm Chaser. Maybe it's higher to give you more access to space. But I think if you put it on the normal setting of 200 cycles, that should be enough for a relatively experienced player to knock it out of the sky. So I wouldn't worry too much about that. What I will do is have a quick look at the map actually whilst I've got the sandbox up. So we have a frozen core here. I don't know if that's, again, I don't know if that's common or if that's just this map. We do have an oil biome at the bottom, so that's fine and normal. Though there's not a lot of oil. I don't know if it's because I cheated and revealed it, but there's no oil down here. So that's weird. But there's oil reservoirs though. So okay, oil biome at the bottom, frozen core down there. Okay. Otherwise, nothing too funky. It just looks like normal stuff. So okay, can I really want to heat gun this. Heat gun this down so it's not ridiculous. Please. Okay, game. There you are. Everyone's happy. All safe. Ladder. Sure, okay. Yeah. Yes, I think that'd be good, Zarek, if you could support other stuff. Right, okay, so that's it. That's it for the meteor hit. Definitely the conclusion, I think, is shoot it out the sky is the way better option because you get access to ISO resin, or ISO sap now as it's called, for no reason. And also iridium as a source. I mean, you will have to rocket mine them, but I think that's better. I mean, you know, an iron volcano, 2 volcanoes and a hydrogen vent isn't exactly much to write home about. Probably the best thing about this is the natural iridium and glass in here. I mean, there's a lot of iridium here, so that'll give you a good boost. But if you can get the rockets going to mine it, it's way easier to do that, I think. And also, yeah, another note, surviving this impact is going to be pretty tricky. So if you do want to let it hit, be prepared, because it's going to cause a lot of problems. Okay, right. Right, Mr. Dartle, can you please go back over here? I'll put that water back in just to keep him here. Is he okay? Is he happy? Okay, right, reproduction on these things is 33% per cycle, so you get one of these every 3 cycles. So that means in order to feed a Rex, you need 3 of these Dartles to just produce stuff. And then that means that you'd need 6 of these dew drippers, 6 domestic ones, which means you need 60 kilos per cycle of brine ice. And then the Rex makes 128? It's 128 off the Dartle, right? Yeah, okay, 128. So this is positive. This is a positive feedback loop, so that's fine. Yeah, that'd be cool. No spawn runs are heating up fight oil. Oof, that sounds tricky. Okay. Okay, so he attacks them and then they run away, which doesn't seem to be very efficient, to be honest. Because they just run up the wall and then they can't get them. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what's going on exactly with the feeding mechanics on this. Oh, my door melted as well. How are we on temps? So just keep an eye on the temp. Oh, I've gone down to minus 100 here. Minus 100. That's a bit hotter than I was shooting for. I just need to heat this back up a little bit. I didn't want to go that cold. This heat gun is very imprecise, so... mop. Jorbo... yeah. This thing seems very inefficient with its hunting. It's cramped too. 41 tiles. How many tiles do these things take? 16? Well, these are 16 and these are... How is that cramped? And these are 4? There should only be 20 tiles between them. Why is this cramped? Is there an egg in here? Ah, there's a dartle egg, okay. Just... oh, that gets rid of the... Whoops. I forgot about that. I get it, okay. Let's, okay. Let's, go on with that. Right, anyway. Fully organic steel from fish byproducts. Oof, crazy. Look at the lab map. Okay, I'll have a look at the lab map. I mean, if you guys want to see. I mean, spoilers, obviously, but, you know, we're here for spoilers. We're trying to work stuff out, so, okay. Right. Why? I don't know why these are crowded. Is that better? Missed prey. Okay. Cool. We'll have a look at the lab map at the end. Okay. Geyser triggered. Yeah, so that was the warning from the Demolier. That's a lot of geysers impacted. Yep. Especially on a classic size map. Oh, I saw the Demolier on a spaced out size map's even worse. Okay, so but basically there's a positive cycle with these, or you could also use them with other stuff. There's probably a lot more mechanics we need to work out with the Rexes and how they actually feed and hunt, because it seems a bit fiddly. Missed prey. It will fare better with elderly. Oh, okay, so if they're not elderly or tame, it just misses them and then fails and then goes around again. Okay. Check Discord. Where is it sending? Yeah, images. Okay. I will mention the Discord as well. If you're on YouTube, the Discord link is in the description. It's free to join, so come say hello. I've got so many people in for this giveaway. I think like 100 plus people have joined, so we're closing in on like 1,000 people on the Discord, which is crazy. So thank you to every single one of you on there. Great to have you as part of the community. Yeah, I'm not sure if there's oil down here or not. Okay, so yeah, I think we'll have to do a bit more testing on here. We'll wait for these guys to become tame and you might be able to eat them then. In the meantime, I think the last one to look at is the jawbow and the nits. So, I think we've lost all of our nits. I think they got eaten by the plants, so we'll just throw some in here. Okay. Yeah, I don't see anything on this. So the nit lives for 10 cycles. Reproduction. is 22% and stung a target 28%. So if it's reproduction is 20, if it's 22%, then they won't. Did I just die? What did? Whoa. Okay. Something. Where's the knit larva? If I ever knit larva. Okay, these things flop. And they swim? They swim. Okay, they're like fish. Okay, so this is... So they ate... When do they turn into an adult? When they're 2 or 5? Probably frozen instead. Yeah, I think you're right. I think it was a bit cold up here. Let's just stay in there. Let's just close this off for stuff. Okay. So it looks like... I mean, I guess they're self-sustaining if they don't bite anyone. But if they sting them, then you can get more. So if you want to farm these things, you have to have them sting duped. But then what do they do? I think the answer is just feed lure plants. I don't think there's much more to it. They don't make anything. They must be exposed to liquid. That's all they do. They just feed lure plants. So there's literally no other point to them. Yeah. Anything else? Can you Saturn them as well? The temperatures range is wrong, right? Yeah. Hi, Carrie, actually. Thank you very much for the raid as well. Welcome in, raiders. I am GT Fungus. If you don't know me, I make videos on YouTube. And I also stream. I give you a quick shout out. Carrie, I assume you're also playing Oni. Lots of Oni streamers today. You were indeed. What were you up to? Hope you had a good stream. And welcome in, raiders. We're just doing testing on the Prehistoric Planet Pack. So we're almost finished, actually. We just let the asteroid hit for testing purposes. We've done shoot it out of the sky and let it hit, just to see. You're trying to get carnivore on hit. That shouldn't be too bad, right? Because if you kill the lums and then you stick them in the smoker, and then you get like 32,000 kilocalories of tender brisket out of one lum, so it should be okay, I think. Or are you doing something else? What else we got? The Rexes also drop meat when they die, or no? These things drop 5 kilos. Oh, yes, okay. Yeah, so I had that on the Frosty Planet Pack where I wanted to use the Bambas, but I couldn't farm the Bambas because I didn't have the... Because of Locavore, I couldn't use the Plume Squashes. I guess you have the same problem. But they're not enough around the map then, because you only need 12 of them. If you can find 12 wild ones, you're pretty much done with Carnivore anyway. So, I mean, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, yeah, 12 might be a bit of an ask, but 4 wild. Okay, yeah. Alright, I see the thing. Yeah, I suppose the other way you can do it is, this is also the same for the Frosty Planet Pack, assuming the teleporter is here. We're just hypothesizing. Where's the teleporters down here? Teleporter will be linked to here, I think. Yep, okay. We've got debug on, so I've given up this one. Okay, so the teleporter on here goes to a Swampy Star. You got Sweetles, but you don't have hatches. The good thing about the Frosty Planet Pack is it links to a temperate start, so you had hatches on there, so you could just go over and farm ranch hatches and then kind of bypass the Frosty Planet Pack stuff. I did manage to do it by getting the mammoths, but it was a bit of a pain. Yeah, this we just got Sweetles, so the Sweetles are over here. Okay, good to know. Good listening to. Alright, Tech Control, thank you. I mean, I probably won't be on that much longer because we're pretty much almost finished. We've done all the meteor stuff, we've done all the plants, I've done most of the critters. I'm just going to have a look at the Jawbow, I think, and then we're pretty much done. So I've just got to do the draw for the Prehistoric Planet Pack keys, but other than that, so yeah, I think you'll make it. Okay, that's good, yeah. I managed it with the Bama, so I'm sure you can probably do it on here the same way. So, good stuff, yeah. It's pretty tricky though, it's pretty tricky, so well done. Good job. Okay, we've, yeah. At this point, we're not really actually playing a game, we're just kind of looking at stuff. So that's fine. Okay, right. So yeah, so like I said, the knits basically just feed the lure plants, that's it, and the lure plants just make resin. So, how good is this? I don't know. I'm not super convinced on that. There are easy ways to make plastic, right? I mean, the glossy Dracos... you've got an oil biome down here. I would always just make oil off the oil biome. It just seems easier to me. How many guides has popped up? So from Demolia we got 4, Professor Penguin, we got 4 here. 2 volcanoes, iron volcano, hydrogen, and it set off every other volcano on the map. Yeah, The nits seem like a bit of a pain, to be honest. I'm actually thinking Shinebug. Shinebug seems to be the easiest out of these to actually ranch, if you want them in large numbers. Yeah. Why use nits? Although I suppose nits are free. You just have to have them stung. I don't know. I can see it either way. You just have to keep them stung, though. I don't know how you do that. You just put them around the base. Does it injure dupes? I don't know. Let's release the nits. Let's see what... where are my dupes? Release the nits. Stung a type. It doesn't do anything to them? Oh, do they sting... It's not just dupes, they sting critters too. It makes dupes sick. Ah, the sneezy debuff. Okay, so look. Nit sting. 10% stress, 5% sneezes, -1 athletic. Okay, so that is quite a debuff. Especially earlier on, maybe later, not so much. So can they sting... Can they sting the lums or the other stuffs? I don't know. You say they can sting... What can they sting? Hatches? Lums? I don't know. I'm not seeing them, do they? I don't know. Let's do it in a more controlled area so I can actually triple check what's going on, because I can't really see right now what's happening. Okay. In here, let's go with some nits, and I'll put a lum. And does that work? Sting, stingy, sting, sting, sting. Hatch. Store morbs. Hatch. Do any of these work? They've burrowed anyway. Good. Morb. They stung the morb. So the morbs count, but the other... Okay, alright, so they did sting the they stung the hatches? Oh, for God's sake, okay. They're really intent on burrowing now, so... okay. Yeah, okay. Yes. So they can sting critters. Alright, well that seems relatively straightforward then. If you just have one critter, they can just sting it over and over, right? I've got a million nits in here, or a load of them. And I put one hatch. So that they all descend on the hatch. Except... Oh. Stop digging. Hatch defense. Too strong. Okay. Can I do it? We're all looking for food. It's going too quickly. Okay. Nit sting. Okay, so it comes up as... Aha, so they get -1 happiness. Only one gets the sting off. Okay. So you need one per thingy. But then they reproduce pretty quickly. But if you had... At least... if you still got one critter in here, it'll keep the population alive. But then you need to, like, keep reproducing them for lure plants. That's... the math seems like a bit of pain for this. Okay. Alright. One critter, 2 nits. Okay, thank you, Azari. That is good information to know. None of this is written anywhere, you know, or anything like that, right? I mean, we just have to find these things out ourselves. That's why we test. Yeah, it gives them -1 happiness too, which kind of hits their reproduction, but... I have no idea, Professor Penguin. I haven't got any information on that. I assume that'll be a different team, to be honest. I don't know. It seems only related, but I don't think the only team are working on it. But I'm just guessing. I have no concrete information. Also the water for the larvae, which makes it annoying. Yeah, that's true. That's true. How much water do they need? If I put some nit larvae here. So if I put like a tiny bit of water. Okay, not enough water. Morbs are immortal. Yeah, we could use morbs, but then we gotta make morbs. Thank you for follow, Lumitrill. Okay, is that enough water? Nope. 100 kilos. Okay. Okay. Okay, something like that. One on tile of water. I only need one tile, yeah, that's true. I suppose, right? Yeah, I mean, I suppose like the fish, because the Pacu also survive. I mean, morbs aren't really happy, so yeah, I mean, I suppose morbs would work. You'd stick them with the morbs and just leave them. I don't know how long it takes to reset them. Yeah, morbs don't really have happiness in a sense. Okay. I got to be honest, for a long-term setup, this seems like a pain for not really very much reward. I think there are easy ways to get plastic, because basically what we're doing this for is for the lure plants, in order to get amber, in order to get resin. I suppose we do get fossil, not a lot. Oh, we got no... We need 100 kilos of fossil for 5 kilos of lime. We're getting 200 grams of fossil. That's nothing. Oh, if we melt it. If we... Okay, don't melt it. Oh, no, that's only 1 kilo. Okay, so... Okay. Sorry, it's 5 to 1, so you get 5 kilos. That's still not a lot. Not a lot. Lures and mimickers. Okay, Xeric is on the... It's on them. Yeah, then you're losing the food, and you're providing the dirt, so... yeah. You get a bit of fossil out here. 100 kilos. 25. You get 20 out of this, don't you? Okay. Okay. So I mean, the fossil's nice because you get lime out of that. The resin, we get some plastic out. That's about it. Yeah, I got to be honest. The knit farming seems like a pain. The only problem is if you let them die, they can't come back, right? Unless you printing pod them. So they're kind of, I don't know. Yeah, I'm not super sold on the knit, to be honest, based on those numbers, unless I've missed something, which I might have done, but you never know. Okay, right, let's have a quick look at the Jawbows, the last one. I think that'll basically wrap us up. We're near the hour mark, so not doing too bad. Not that I'm not on a particular timer here, so let's go until we go. Right, the Jawbows. Now, I'm pretty sure these things eat fish. They eat Pacu at 1 per cycle. The Pacu reproduce 2 every 3 cycles. So you would need 1.5. 1.5, I think. I don't know numbers on here, of course. Pacu per Jawbo. The Jawbos give you a lot of Jawbo fillet, which will give you quite a lot of food. Okay. I wanted some reproduction numbers. Let's have a look at the Rex. Just 8. Okay, he ate these guys. And that gives it plus 25% scale growth. Okay, so we need that for the scale growth. Let's have a wild option, yeah. Okay, so scale growth is there. We can, no, who's scolding? Bossman, what are you doing? Why is it so hot? Let's chill this down. There we go. Go cold, please. Everything went hot. Okay, forgot our dupes are even still here. Okay, yeah, so 25% scale growth, so you get 1 per cycle on the feather fiber if they're fully fed. The reproduction, do these guys not? Oh, this is still wild. Why is it still wild? Why is it still wild? We've got the Rex in here. Doing the Dartles. Okay, we can do the Rex. Why is it not being groomed? I don't know, maybe it's dupes on it. Okay, that's annoying because I want those numbers. So we'll see what the number is when we get that. Okay, the Jawbo then. Yeah. So, we've got 12,000 kilocalories on here. That'll give you almost double in smoked fish, which is pretty nice. Couldn't get down the stairs. Okay. Oh, thanks, sorry. I don't know about that par thing. Is there par thing, they can't go upstairs and stuff? Yeah. They can't jump at all. Oh, okay. Rexes can't jump, so that's good to know. Makes me have a flat ranch. Okay, sorry, back to the job. We're jumping all over the place. Yeah, so basically you get quite a lot of... It'll be almost 24,000 smoked fish. And the smoked fish is just edible, that's it. It doesn't go into anything else. No, okay. Well, that's still pretty good. Not the best, so maybe not worth it in the late game, I don't know. And they also make rust, which is, you know, pretty useful. So I guess the question is just, can you sustain the Pacu? So, yeah, they're not like the best recipes. Also, I'm kind of a little bit annoyed actually that they haven't put it into like the surf and turf recipe. Right, wrong overlay. Don't know what I'm in that one. That's not that. So the surf and turf. Can you? I put smoked fish here, and I put tender brisket. I don't know. These don't go in here, do they? No. They really should go into the surf and turf recipe, or something else. I mean, you know, surf and turf's what quality? What does it say? It is +4. This stuff is +3. They need to make like premium surf and turf, where if you use the smoked fish and the tender brisket, you can make like premium surf and turf and get it as a +5 superb level or something. It feels a bit weird that they've limited it to those. They haven't added any more top tier foods here, have they? They've added the overgrow and the megafront. Okay, so the megafront. I need to have a look at that megafront. Okay, so yeah, it was like they changed it. Yeah, this is why I don't make the videos until they sort everything out. I don't think other than the overgrow being in the mixed berry pie and the megafront grain, which I need to find because I don't know what that is. Everything else looks the same in here, so it doesn't really change the food meta, as it were. Okay, yeah, and it just makes rust. I mean, obviously, that's fine. There's no psycho here or anything. We just need to feed the Pacu and then get rust out of it. I mean, I've got to be honest, this seems not great. Do you really want rust? Do you really want, like, good quality seafood? I mean, none of those things seem like particularly good in the late game. I mean, the rust is nice for steel, obviously, but I mean, if you've got the iridium as well, then you kind of sorted on that front anyway. I don't know. I feel like these guys and the knits are a bit underwhelming. I feel like the lure plant is a bit pointless too, especially if you've got an oil biome. Yeah, but would you though, Zarek? I mean, I get what you're saying, so yeah, it's free, but just because it's free doesn't mean it's even worth doing, that's the thing. I mean, it's not a good late game food, there are better late game foods, so why would you bother? Yeah, I mean, yeah, I suppose it would help with carnivore too, so there you go. What's that? Carry actually could be using those as well, but yeah, for late game the rewards aren't enough, I don't think, so it seems a bit pointless. I don't know, unless I'm missing something. Right, okay, I think that's it for the critters though. That's kind of it for the summary. That's most of the run. The other thing I do want to check out is well, for the fun's always a reason, but we always got to work out if it's kind of good or not, because I've got to tell people if it's worth doing, you know, objectively. Does this make sense? And then you can do anything you want. Yeah, you can do anything you want, but yeah, what makes sense is the question I have to answer. Okay, yeah, megafront grain. That is something that popped up on the menu there, and I don't know what it is. Where the hell is that from? I've missed something. Megafront. Where is the megafront? Is that in the cold ones, or it's minus 45 to 15? Ahaha. Okay. Penguin, my streaming schedule should be Saturdays, 6 o'clock UK time. Obviously it's Monday today, for those of you watching on Twitch. But yeah, I've been having a lot of internet issues in the last couple of weeks, which hopefully we've now fixed with the Ethernet over power line, because it seems to be working. So yeah, we'll be back to Saturdays, I think. Okay, right, Megafront, I must have missed this one. So, let's have a quick look at this. So yeah, it's a sleek wheat with seeds included. I mean, the sleek wheat makes a load of seeds, so I don't know what you're on about, sorry. So, 36 cycles wild, and then that'll be 9 domestic. So that's twice as quick as a sleep-week crane. This thing consumes chlorine gas. So is that from the atmosphere? 50 grains are not seeds are grains. 54 kilos per cycle is a lot, because this chlorine gas vent is popping out what? Active period. Average output 119 grams per second. And this thing's eating 90 grams per second. So this, one of these megathrons, is this just domestic, or is this one of the things where it doesn't say. So it says atmosphere here. Consuming chlorine gas. But I'm guessing this is one of these things though, where this is kind of like the Dasher salt vine. So the Dasher salt vine consumes chlorine too. It doesn't matter if it's wild or domestic. So there's no point in ever having them domestic, having them wild. Yeah, it looks like it is, because the requirement is in the top bit, not in the domestic bit. So when you've got a plant like the Louisewort, the wild bit is here, then the domestic bit has the fertilization, but this has the consumption bit in the wild bit. So I assume it's always okay. In which case, having these wild makes no sense at all. You must have them domestic. In fact, it looks like there's no downside to having them domestic. You just get them 4 times quicker. So yeah, top tip: grow these 4 times quicker. Is this 4 per cycle? 36. Okay, I'm going to go with that as being a domestic number, because that's usually how they're listed. Okay, maybe. Let's see. Can I? I need access into here. Okay, let's come across here. We'll put a. It doesn't say that they use more, so I am not entirely convinced that they do need more. Oh, I didn't really need to. I can just put a auto sweeper in here to get it to do the planting for us. Okay. Okay, Tube's got it anyway. Okay. Okay, it grows. Oh no, okay. Yeah. Okay, right. Okay, so it is consuming 4 times as much gas. There you go. That's really confusing. Didn't say that, but there you go. Okay, so yeah. So it's even then. Yeah. So if you so basically, while planting it has no advantage. You just have to have 4 times as many of them, and it's otherwise exactly the same. Yeah. Okay. All right, and then that gives you 4 megaphron grains per cycle. I suppose the question is where you're getting the bleachstone from, where you're getting the chlorine from, because, as I say, one, you can't really get more megaphron seeds other than from the printer. But these things don't have a harvest. They don't have a seed chance. Okay. All right. So they're a bit like oxyferns, where you're limited on the number of them. Yeah, so basically one chlorine vent is going to feed 1 domestic plant. The grains aren't seeds, yeah, okay. But they don't, when you harvest them, you don't get seed chance either, so I guess you're limited on them, which kind of sucks. Yeah, so 1 chlorine vent is going to feed 1 domestic plant, so that's not a great way. Yeah, like you guys were saying, dartle is probably the way to go, right? So the dartles, these guys make 10 kilos a cycle of bleachstone. The bleachstone, what's the off-gassing ratio? Is it 1:1? I think it's 1:1, right? Does anyone know? Tell me if I'm off with that, but I think it's 1:1. So that means these guys will make, what, 10 kilos a cycle of chlorine? Oof. That's a big oof. 10 per cycle. Because then, where are my fronds gone? Oh, there they are. I mean, this thing's eating 54? 54 a cycle? So what, you're meant to have 5.5 dartles for one of these megafrons? Oof. Okay, that is a lot. Is there any other source of bleach stone? I mean, I know there's squeaky pus, but they need chlorine anyway, so that's a bit cyclical. There's the bleach stone hopper. Yeah, but then we've got to provide a load of salt and a reasonable chunk of gold. Oh, sorry, they make bleach stone and chlorine, do they? Oh, right, okay, they make both. Yeah, but that's still only 10 and 10. Okay, so it's not 5.5, it's 2.25, but that's a bit better. Okay. That's a bit better. Yeah, 2.25. Domestic. Okay, that's kind of reasonable. Kind of reasonable. Now you will have to feed these things with the dew drippers. The brine ice, the bryce, we've got to have the Rex. So that means basically if you want to have these going, either you just need a simple chlorine vent, or you've got to have dartles, and then dew drippers, and then Rexes, right? In order just to run the Megathrons. I gotta be honest, it seems like a lot of work to beat out a wild planted sleet wheat. I think the wild planted sleet wheat's way easier for me, but okay. Anyway, we'll run the numbers more specifically, obviously for the tutorial bites and stuff. So we'll run the numbers and we'll get the. I'll be able to draw clearer conclusions. These are obviously just my first impressions. I'm doing the numbers on the fly and taking a bit of chat consideration. So, well, yeah, we'll have to run them specifically, and then we'll come to conclusions. And of course, those will make it into the tutorial bites. But guys, quick question to Twitch chat: have I missed anything? I don't think I have. I think I've gone through all of the demolier options. I've gone through all the critters and all the plants, and I think that's the main thing. It looks like the rest of this planetoid is otherwise relatively normal. Oh, what about cosmetics? That is a good question. Thank you. Oh, well, let's get some new blueprints. See what we got. Anything fun? What we got socks for today, or gloves for? Okay, pants. Sure. Where is the supply closet? What do we got? Oh yes, the new lab start. Thank you. Thank you. Reminding me. Let's have a look. Right, what do we got in cosmetics then? So I do have the pack enabled, obviously. Triassic jammies, Pangea jammies. Oh boy. Okay, that was pretty cool. And then we got bottoms. We got some like explorery ones. Geiger gloves. Wear some shoes. Got the Jorbo Atmo suit. The oh, okay, nice. Okay, that helmet is hilarious. Oh my god. Okay, those are all hilarious. I love those. Yeah, the Atmo suits are great. Good calls, Eric. Okay, we'll piece them together. Yeah. Buildings, we got the printing pod, obviously, which is pretty cool. We have the grooming station. That's pretty nice. Got a paleological rock station. We've got a rock bed, too. Let's see what else. Anything else? A rock hamster wheel. Ah, that's pretty cool. I love that one. Yeah, I mean, this is really good. If you use this all together, this would look cool. And the as the plant pulverizer. And the reservoir. Yeah, it's all critter themed, isn't it? Nice. There's a nice stuff there. Some wallpapers too, which I can use in my base. For horrible effects, some fossily type patterns. The yeah, really lead into the critters with the stuff. Artwork. We've got, yeah, this stuff's cool. I didn't use any of this. Lump. And we've got the statue topper with a Rex head. Looks like none in there. We got, no, okay, those are bionic ones. And then we got some more balloons too. So yes, pretty cool. Pretty cool. Okay, cool. I'm going to leave this run here, I think. So that's it for this run. Let's have a look at the lab map. But yeah, that's pretty good. Let's have a quick jump out. Shouldn't take long to load, hopefully. Right, spoilers as well, obviously. So if you don't want to, see this, then don't look. So yeah, we got the frosty one with the one in the middle. And let's have a look at this. Yeah, you may not want to watch if you're getting spoiled. Have a look. And we'll just open it up and have a look at it. So if you want to explore it yourself, don't watch the spoilers. Because I think you can generate different seeds on this, aren't you? It's not like the normal lab map. So let's have a look. Got our new dupes too, obviously. Okay, put debug on so we can just see everything. Okay. I mean, is this it? The name of the planetoid? Oh, was it? Was it Intergalactic Space Pad? Or is it? Oh, what's it called? What did I miss? What am I missing? This looks pretty normal. Would you check the research portal? Huh? I'm confused. What? This is a relic. Okay. What? Am I missing something? This looks relatively normal. What's labby about this? Anyone? Can anyone help me? Because this looks like a normal classic size map to me. What's special about this? I don't get it. Portal. Okay. Got you. This is a lot of steps. It's something not immediately different. Okay, activate the portal. It's huge. Is it big? Is it bigger than a classic size map? Okay, we got Demolier, yeah. A very, very slow cutscene on Demolier, thank you. Is this bigger than a classic size map or not? Okay. Oh, look. What is the size on this? And, I can't see the number. Where's my numbers gone? I need... Huh? Oh, maybe because I got that one. No, okay, I have no numbers, so I don't know. Oh! Is that what it is? 10 cycles? Oh god. Well, that's impossible. I mean, does that only happen when you activate the research pad, though? If you don't research it, you're fine? Also check the volcano. I mean, these ones are all idle and entombed. Okay, You guys are, you're really leading me here because I don't know what's going on. Survive 100 cycles after Demolier asteroid collides. With 0 dupe deaths. I see. Okay, I'll tell you the time remaining. Okay. So this is a survival map. This is actually like I was saying. So, like I said, I think it's actually harder to survive Demolier than it is to knock it out of the sky. Right. You get guides and... Yeah, and obviously everything's gonna... So I guess you just gotta kind of hunker down and try and avoid the volcanoes and stay clear of the demolition zone, because this is up here. So I guess you just dig quickly away from volcanoes. You just dig down here and set a base up down here or something and just survive. I mean, that doesn't sound too hard. Unless the heat comes for you. I don't know. Maybe. You active. Yeah. There's no volcano on this one. Okay. Alright, so that's it. So thank you guys for leading me to that, because I don't think I would have worked that out. So it looks like the challenge on the lab map is that you have a 10 cycles till Demolier hits, and then you have to survive for 100 cycles without losing any dupes. That's the challenge. Okay. Alright, but I mean, otherwise, guys, thank you very much for telling me that, because I wouldn't have got it otherwise. I think that's it for all of this testing, so... Save scummed a bit. Yeah, hopefully you guys have enjoyed this series and we've learned a bit about the Prehistoric Planet Pack. Like I said, I will be making tutorial bites on them at some point whenever I get around to it. I'm working pretty slow these days, so please bear with me. But yeah, we'll run the numbers and we'll work out what's good and we'll summarize them. But at least this guys gives you kind of a quick heads up of everything, all the different bits and an introduction to them. And obviously you can play with them yourself and try and work them out just like I have. So for YouTube guys, I'll leave it here. Thank you guys very much for watching this series. Hopefully you enjoyed, and hopefully I'll catch you back in the next series.